Have you ever wondered why your story seems to stand still? Those words you repeat day after day, the ones that have left marks of pain, are keeping you locked away. This isn't me, you think, as the echo of your inner voice fades into the noise of the world. However, the narratives we tell ourselves are far from harmless. They can become chains, binding your essence to what prevents you from growing. Silence, that seemingly empty space, holds unexplored potential. It is the soil where transformation can sprout, free from the weeds of judgment and the need for approval. By embracing silence, you connect with truths that you may not wish to face. But what if, in that very silence, you discover the answers to your search for meaning? Every day, you present yourself to the world, but it's in the silence that you find out who you really are. That's where true freedom can blossom. You feel the pressure of external expectations. You wonder if you are good enough. But the truth is, I understand. You are exhausted. You have reason to be. This quest for acceptance and understanding sometimes feels heavier than any burden you carry. What if the silence you fear is actually the only place where you find your true voice? A place where the echoes of your pain transform into whispers of strength. By pausing and truly listening to yourself, you free yourself from stories that do not belong to you. You begin to cultivate the power of the present. Imagine waking up tomorrow and softly whispering, "Today, I am capable." This small act could be your gateway to a new destiny. Enough. You don't need to diminish yourself any longer. Feel your body. Connect with your inner self. The void that seems frightening is, in fact, a fertile space, ready to grow. Bring your mind to the present. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and feel the weight of your silence. It wants to tell you something. It's in this space that you can begin to transform it. This transformation is not just possible, it is necessary. You deserve to be reborn into a new narrative, filled with authenticity and meaning. Within the sanctuary of silence, profound transformations take place. You can feel it, can't you? Your mind finally finds rest. The internal voices that criticize you endlessly begin to quiet down. It's as if, by leaving words behind, you open up a space to truly listen to yourself, to discover who you really are. If, in this journey of self-discovery, you don't feel understood, know that this can be the doorway to a new you. You are not alone. Invisible loneliness is often the state that precedes awakening, and your pain has a purpose. What you carry might just be the key that unlocks the next stage of your journey. Have you taken a moment to think about that? Being gentle with yourself is the first step. Transformation begins when you accept that you are uncertain. Not having all the answers is an invitation to curiosity, and silence is the ground where that curiosity flourishes. Imagine yourself in a calm place. Feel the weight of your body in the chair. Follow your breath. Sense the rhythm of your heart. Sometimes, it is in the simplicity of the now that we can access the truths that shape us. But what if the next truth changes everything? Each time you silence the noise of expectation, you create space for new perspectives. Have you noticed how, in moments of quiet, wisdom flows naturally? This process is not only pleasant, it is vital for internal renewal. Silence offers you refuge, and through it, your true voice emerges. Every pause presents an opportunity for reflection. Each thought that dissipates creates room for the light of clarity. Enough! Today, you will no longer diminish yourself. You deserve to acknowledge your power. What comes next may be the transformation you have been waiting for. Little by little, you will remember who you have always been. And what if what you feel you lack is actually what is protecting you? Let those questions resonate within you. Allow yourself to feel, and above all, allow yourself to be. Silence is your ally. And in this space, everything is possible. Have you ever caught yourself repeating the same story to yourself, like a scratched record? That internal voice insisting on sharing the tale of pain, loneliness, and rejection. What if I told you that right now, you have the power to rewrite every line of your narrative? The truth is that the stories you tell define your reality. If you see yourself as a victim, the world around you becomes a prison. But when you change the narrative, new doors open. Stop for a moment and ask yourself, what story have you been telling yourself? What do you truly want to narrate? It's easy to get stuck in old patterns, like leaves carried away by the wind. Nobody understands me. I'm not enough. These repeated statements can become chains that limit your being. But what if I told you that by confronting the pain and allowing it to flow, you can find the ink to write a new narrative? Consider this. Pain doesn't have to be the end. It can be just a chapter, part of the story. But how about transforming it into the strength that pushes you forward? You don't have to carry your wounds like a burden. Instead, they can be a source of learning. Your scars have lessons to teach. And when you allow yourself to acknowledge them, you embrace the shadow within you. Sometimes that shadow is the mirror reflecting the light you have yet to see. In this silence, you can discover yourself. What if what you feel you lack is actually protecting you? Today, when you wake up, tell yourself, I am the author of my story. That's already a step forward. It's the small change that allows for the creation of a vibrant future. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and feel the weight of your silence. It wants to tell you something truly significant. Allow yourself to engage in this reflection. You are more than your stories. You are the writer, and know that it's okay not to have all the answers right now. The beauty of the narrative lies in its unfolding. From this moment on, remember, the next page is in your hands. Transform pain into freedom. You deserve it. The words that echo within us have the power to either imprison us or set us free. Have you ever paused to listen to what your mind whispers, day after day? The voices that speak incessantly. Often, they are critical, and this internal dialogue becomes the chain that keeps us stuck. But what if, instead of skepticism, those thoughts were gentle? What if what you need to hear is that you are capable, you are enough? This shift initiates a profound transformation. A positive internal dialogue is not merely a patch, it's the key that unlocks the doors of your journey. It's the step that redefines your reality. Imagine for a moment, waking up and simply telling yourself, I am capable. Picture the weight lifting, as if each word could cut the chains you didn't even realize you were carrying. Now reflect. Who would dare to criticize a dear friend as harshly as you do yourself? Yet, you do this to yourself. This constant self-criticism is a thief of your peace. What if you replaced it with a loving dialogue? Can you feel the impact of this transformation? And this love needs to start now. After all, it's not about ignoring what's not working. It's about shining a light on the path of overcoming. Seek a dialogue that tells you, look, you are growing. Every failure is just a step. Now. But what if the next thought that arises becomes a motivating push? You don't have to confine yourself to a painful space. Open yourself to conversations that nurture self-confidence. This isn't just change, it's empowerment. It's recognizing yourself as an ally. The path to emotional freedom is a quiet acknowledgement. This silence doesn't mean the absence of voice. It creates a new understanding of it. Ask yourself, if all I have is what I tell myself, what words do I want to hear? Allow yourself that space. Let this new inner voice resonate. Yes, it's perfectly fine not to have all the answers right now. What matters is that you are starting. Enjoy the process. Celebrate every small step. By redefining your internal dialogue, you not only transform yourself, but also become capable of inspiring those around you. Remember, you deserve a loving relationship with yourself. This is just the beginning of a new path. Have you ever stopped to consider the power of your actions? Those small, quiet gestures that often go unnoticed. Every step you take toward what truly matters, as life unfolds before your choices. Recently, someone told me, I feel like no one understands me. What a painful feeling. That loneliness, that inner cry. It's the essence of your being yearning to be seen. But what if I told you that true change doesn't lie in words, but in actions? Each of your acts carries profound meaning. Every day, often without realizing it, you plant seeds in the soil of your life. Every action you take, even the most subtle, navigates through the chaos. When you act with intention, you create an echo in the world. This energy transforms. If today you choose to do something authentic, even if it's just for yourself, you'll notice a difference. With every movement, you have the power to heal parts of your soul that have been dormant. But the question is, what actions have you been taking? Pause for a moment. Questions rise like clouds that come and go. What if what I fear is also my greatest potential? Action is the bridge that transcends pain and paves the way to purpose. Today, when you wake up, why not say to yourself, I am capable. Every choice moves me forward. Let those words resonate. When you move toward what you truly desire, it's not just an action, it's a declaration of who you are. So often, we fear taking action, paralyzed by what others might think. Yet, the validation you seek isn't out there, it's within you. No one can make you feel incomplete or irrelevant. You are all of that and more. In truth, every step you take, even if it's silent, is an act of courage. Life transforms when you realize that your actions have ripples that echo wherever you go. A smile to someone who looks sad, a kind word to someone who isn't expecting it, that changes everything. This authenticity creates a wave of transformation. So take a deep breath and feel the possibilities. Nothing is too small if it comes from the heart. Every small decision contributes to an immense sea of meaning. What will you do today? This is your moment to reaffirm yourself. By acting toward your true self, you transform pain into wisdom. And if this resonates with you, perhaps the most important part is yet to come. It's time to stop merely recounting what happens in your life and instead begin to take action. It's in the silence of your practice that you find the timeless essence of your being. Sharing, a small act yet filled with meaning. Yet filled. Have you ever stopped to think about what it really means to share parts of your life with others? Is it an act of courage or a quest for validation? Do you feel validated when you open your heart to someone? Or are you simply striving to be present in their gaze? Often, lurking behind the desire to share is a fragility, a subtle need for belonging. Look around you. Have you ever felt surrounded yet still alone? Emotional solitude teaches us to keep our stories locked away. In this silence, our pains go unheard. They simply accumulate. But what happens when you decide to open the door and let someone in? Listen closely. The act of sharing isn't about reciting your story. It's about allowing yourself to be seen. It's about the vulnerability that many fear. What if this vulnerability is, in fact, a powerful pathway to connection? For many, sharing is like a river that flows. Sometimes it comes in clear and refreshing. Other times, it's murky and polluted. This flow of energy can nurture relationships, yet it can also alienate if it's laden with expectations. Before you decide to let your words flow, ask yourself, what are you hoping to gain in return? Is it approval? Attention? The need to be understood can be a trap. No one can endure hiding behind a facade just to please others. The continuation of conscious sharing depends on authenticity, on the truths you carry. It's okay not to know what will happen next. When you share without worrying about how others will react, what opens up is not just a dialogue, but a space for healing. Yesterday, someone told me, I feel like I'm never understood. I reminded her that by bringing her own story to light, she was already beginning to fill that emptiness. The essence of conscious sharing lies in the courage to expose yourself, not for validation, but for true connection. Are you ready to take that step? What if the next truth changes everything? By connecting with another human being, you may find that the university of silence that binds our wounds is indeed our true link. Feel that. Breathe. Conscious sharing can be the key that frees you from the invisible chains of loneliness. Each word revealed is a step toward authenticity. Each attentive listening is a step further from solitude. The choice is yours. Silence is a sacred space. Within it, our deepest intentions dance freely, away from the pressure of others' gaze. When you allow yourself to enter this silence, something magical happens. You begin to uncover who you truly are. Each action then becomes a genuine expression of your essence, rather than a quest for external approval. Have you ever questioned why you often act in accordance with others' expectations? We live in a world that prizes noise and commotion. Everyone shouts to be heard. But what if the next truth changes everything? What if true power lies in embracing quiet, in finding clarity within your intentions? When you act from this silent place, the echo of your actions resonates with authenticity. Picture a river flowing gently. It is the calm water that reflects the sunlight and reveals the underlying beauty. That's what happens when you connect with your inner self. You don't need to struggle to shine. The light becomes visible all on its own. Yet, the weight of loneliness often pushes us away from that connection. You may find yourself surrounded by people but still feeling misunderstood. Has anyone ever told you, "No one understands me"? This wound might be an invitation to look inward. What if that silence you fear is actually the very space where you can truly hear yourself? It's perfectly okay not to know what to do right now. Often the clearest path emerges after a moment of stillness, a moment to breathe, to feel, to listen to your own voice, which is often drowned out by external noise. True action springs from this inner peace. You become a master, not reacting to chaos, but responding with intention. The challenge is recognizing that power isn't about doing more. It's about being more. Nobody can pretend forever, and you deserve to breathe without fear. Choosing authenticity is liberating. It's giving yourself the right to act from who you truly are, rather than who the world expects you to be. And in that quiet dive, you will find that you're not alone. Connecting with your deeper self also ignites a flame of belonging. You begin to see the invisible threads that link your essence to others who also seek that silence, that truth. Silence transforms into a channel, a space where your voice resonates and is heard, no matter how distant you may feel. Take a moment today. Close your eyes. Feel the weight of your silence. It wants to tell you something. And when you listen, every action that follows will be a pure reflection of what your soul longs to share with the world. The search for approval is like running through a maze. You can easily get lost in others' opinions, in the whispers of what they believe your worth to be. But what if what you're truly looking for is already inside you? It's all too easy to let external voices shape your perception. You're not good enough. That doesn't make sense. These phrases can echo in your mind, distorting your essence. Have you ever felt that way? Like the weight of the world is resting on your shoulders? Today, I want you to consider something. Validation doesn't come from what others think, but from what you choose to believe about yourself. Your essence doesn't need the light of others to shine. True acceptance is born in your inner silence. And that emptiness you sometimes feel, it's a sacred space, a place where your light finds its strength. But here's something you might not have realized. This relentless pursuit of recognition can smother your self-confidence. You try to meet expectations, but deep down, you know you don't need to. Enough is enough. Today, you will no longer diminish yourself. Self-worth is innate, not a trophy to be displayed before others. What if the pain of rejection you carry is not a reflection of who you are, but rather of what you've been taught to believe? Your true self, the one behind the insecurities, is whole. Imagine yourself in a space where no one has an opinion about you. What would you say to yourself? Probably the most kind and comforting things. This place of acceptance demands nothing from you. You can sit in a quiet corner, close your eyes, and feel. Take a deep breath. Look within. Ask yourself, what is my truth? Allow yourself to be everything you are, without embellishments or masks. Freedom starts when we unlearn the need for approval. The real path is to clear the fog of external expectations. When you recognize yourself, the world loses its power to diminish you. You don't need applause to exist. And deep down, who really feels that pressure? Is it you? Or perhaps the reflection of what others expect from you? Every step toward this internal acceptance is a small rebellion. You are breaking free. Remember, you have the power to create and shape your self-esteem from within. What are you doing right now? Feeling a bit lost? It's perfectly okay not to know what to do next. Your journey is unique, like a river flowing on its own path. When you choose to reflect your true essence, the shadows that once felt so oppressive will begin to fade. There's no longer a need to seek outside for what's already within you. So rise up and let your light shine. A world of possibilities awaits you. Your silence is no longer an emptiness. It's a friend. A voice echoing deep within you, asking, what will you do with it? With every breath, a new possibility unfolds. You feel the weight of the world outside, but here, within you, there is space. A fertile ground where new stories can begin to take root. What do you do after you've found your silence? It is a powerful ally in rewriting your narrative. What if this pause you've experienced is the opportunity that many seek but few find? You have arrived here carrying a weight, a baggage of hidden pains and desires. But today, perhaps, this weight can transform into something new. Imagine yourself sitting, unhurried, just observing. Silence is not your enemy, it is your sanctuary. In this solitude, you may find the clarity you've longed for but didn't know how to reach. I ask you, what if the silence you fear is the only place where you can truly hear yourself? This question can change everything. Meditate, even if just for a few minutes. Close your eyes and feel the presence of what truly matters. Breathe. Sense the air entering and leaving your body. It's okay not to know what to do right now. This uncertainty is part of your transformation. Each pause is an opportunity to reconnect with yourself, a chance to give voice to what has been stifled. No more pretending. You no longer need to carry burdens that don't belong to you. Your story is a blank canvas. Choose the colors you want to paint with. Allow yourself to flow with your feelings, free from the chains of anxiety and the need for control. And remember, you deserve to breathe without fear. Never forget that your silence is powerful. It is a space where transformation occurs. When you dive into it, new possibilities begin to emerge, like buds in spring. Infinite opportunities to rewrite your destiny. So, what narrative will you choose? Take this silence, knowing that it can be much more than the absence of sound. It is the voice of your heart calling for freedom. If something within you has stirred, if this message has found you, perhaps it's time to let it unfold.